Hi everyone, and welcome to Tuesday's Tips at 2 with Laurie. Today I'm going to be your host, and we're so excited to share with you our Kimberbell scissor set. So the Kimberbell scissor set is actually a set of both scissors and some tools. Now these tools are very wonderful tools, and I'm going to show you how to use them as well as their purposes, as well as show you myself that they are good for left-handed as well as right-handed. And what I'm going to do to start out with is kind of explain a little bit more about the scissors. So to start with, and as well, I wanted to also point out aren't these cute butterflies? I love these butterfly designs. And I'm going to show you, there's a lot of like little thread trims maybe on some of these. So I wanted to show you how you would use these tools, because there's great tools in here for trimming threads, jump stitches, leather, everything, vinyl. You're gonna love it. And so actually this butterfly came from our Butterflies and Blossom CD. And later on I'm gonna show you one of my favorite designs from Sweet and Snarky. And I'm gonna show you how I actually trim it. It's still in the hoop. That way you could see trimming with the right hand and trimming with the left hand. All right, I am actually a lefty, but I don't know, in school years ago, they made me learn how to cut with my right hand because they just only had one kind of scissors way back then, and it was always right-handed. So that's why I've learned how to cut with both hands now, and I love that this Kimberbell scissor set works for either hand. All right, so to start with, I just want to show you these scissors. So this pair of scissors right here, if you can see, it's got uniform scissor tops for the handles. And I love these hoops and the size of the hoops on the handle. And here's why. No matter if you are right or left-handed, they're going to fit your fingers, and they're also great for you don't get your fingers stuck like you would in some of the little tiny handles on scissors, because sometimes that's a pain, right? And I want you to notice the shaft is a little bit longer than some of these small nipper ones, and I love that, and I love the point on these pair of scissors. Now this point is specifically designed for snipping small little things, small corners, and small threads, okay? And I'll show you where I would use that and when. The next set is these nippers, and what I love about these nippers, doesn't matter, right or left-handed, you can use them either way, but the blade is curved, first of all, and the second thing is that it's a serrated blade, and it will last. I know sometimes I've bought nippers, and wow, in just a matter of maybe 6 months, they're so dull. These will stay. I've had these for a while now, and I love them. All right. The other thing, this is a very unique tool, and I love this tool. It's not just a regular pair of tweezers. Guys, this is amazing. These tweezers grasp very well, but here's the trick part I love about these is there's actually a blade. I don't know if you can see, it has been beveled down so that this is a sharp edge here and a sharp edge here. And the reason for that is on both of these. So when you go to unpick a basting stitch, and I'm going to demo really quick for you what I'm talking about. So for example, on this pillow, there's a little thread that's connected and it's hard to get a hold of. Or if you're unpicking a basting stitch, you simply slide your end. Can you see that? It's underneath that thread, and then you just flick it sideways, and that cut it right there. Can you see that? Cut it apart. Now here's the other cool part. Now I can grab it with these tweezers and pull it, and then I can trim right in there. I love that. Here's a little longer one, easier to see. Look how close that trims, and this is like my favorite trimming tool of all time. I'm going to show you one more time. So right here, you just get underneath. Now you want to slide it up a little ways because the blade is up here a little bit higher, but you just simply turn it sideways, and you can see it just cut it right there. Super great. Love this tool. In fact, I'm going to show you with my left hand how I can grab it with my right, and you trim that thread right off. Super, super simple. Love these tools. All right. Now the last tool that I wanted to share with you is the duckbill. And a lot of people dread the duckbill. I don't know why, but it's a wonderful, wonderful pair of scissors. And there's a reason why there's a rounded side and a sharp side, or a smaller thin blade. Now, if you're cutting something that's going to be delicate on the back side, then you want the rounded part of your blade to be underneath whatever it is you're going to do, so it's not catching or snagging, okay? So if you're cutting a piece of fabric against batting, for example, if you go in with the sharp side and you're going a long, sharp, a long stretch there of trimming, chances are you're gonna dig into that batting with the sharp side. The duck bill side, that's a tongue twister, will prevent that from catching or snagging. That's why there is a duck bill. Now, when I get to a smaller point, you can actually trade, and it depends on the direction that you're cutting as to which side is going to be underneath. Now, let me demonstrate that for you in just a minute. Before that, I wanted to actually show you, this is some leather that we have here, and I wanted to show you right hand. Can you hear that? I just love the sound of the scissors clipping and cutting. And this is my left hand, and I don't know if you can hear it or see it. Can you see that? Right or left-handed, it works both hands with those scissors. Same with these nippers, and same with the other scissors. So let me grab, this is a fun design. I just love this design, and I'm going to show you. I picked these colors and I'm so excited. Look how cute that is. You can even see the white right here. So this says, sometimes I open my mouth and my mother comes out. I actually made something like this for my mom, and she loved it. It was her favorite Christmas present, I believe, that she got. Anyways, I left this strip so that I could show you how I trim in between the pieces of glitter here. I used a white glitter. But right here, these corner edges were in leather. It's a gold leather. So I wanted to show you how I would trim those, one with the right hand and one with the left hand, using the duckbill scissors. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this up here so it's a little bit easier for you to see. All right, so if I were to, you can see I'm using the duckbill and it's on the back side, so because I don't want to gouge or cut into that. So I'm going to cut and cut. So it depends, like I'm cutting this way away from me and to the side, okay? So when I'm coming in to get this tiny small little corner in the inside, that is when I would use that. But you can just hook it and clip, and then I would hook it again and clip. Now I'm going to use my left hand here to demonstrate on this top side. Same concept. My duckbill's on my back side. Okay, and I just trim it that way, and the same thing. You just come from a different angle if you're right or if you're left-handed. All right, and then the same concept. You come right in here, and you can clip that and clip that right out. So as you can see, right or left-handed, it works great on this leather. And this was the other little thing I wanted to show you, these nippers. Now, in between these nippers, they're great because they get right inside and you can just clip right along there, okay? That's with my right hand. Now I'm going to switch it to my left, and I kind of have to twist that. Anyone that's left-handed knows that you have to kind of twist your paper when you go to write when you're left-handed. So you can see this clips just beautifully. And I picked the smallest, tightest little one right here. It's not a very big space, but can you see how easy it is to clip with either your right or your left? Love these tools. So I hope that you can see that you can use that with either right or left-handed. These are such a great, great find. I have absolutely loved working with these tools, and I loved it because I was able to meet a scissor expert, if you will, And he's the one that taught me about the right and left-handed and how they work. And I was like, I did not ever know that. I always thought you had to have a right-handed pair for right-handers and a left-handed pair for left-handed scissors. Well, it depends, he said, on the handle. And as you can see, it's a uniform handle. So that's what makes these different and sets them apart. Thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully you are able to get a hold of a pair of these scissors because they are fabulous, fabulous, especially if you embroider. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.